Great. So this week we have two classes. The last class was on Tuesday, right? And today we're going to work in our second class. In the last week, we talked about some phrasal verbs that we could that we could use, right? In order to talk about house chores, no? And we mentioned the topic of the, oh my God, sorry, with red color, of the house chores. Could you please remind me what was that of the house chores? What was that?
Tareas del hogar.
Exactly. Yes. So all the things that you gotta do at home, like for example, cleaning, hanging up, picking up, sweeping, watering, doing the dishes, washing the laundry, and so on, right? A lot of different tasks or responsibilities that we have at home, right? And also, in addition, we work with some of the like vocabulary that was related to the phrasal verbs. So in this case, we have like a list of the house chores, right? The most typical that we saw. That it was, for example, clean up the kitchen, do the laundry, take out the trash, hang up the clothes, sweep and mop, and put away the groceries. Put away like put everything in the corresponding place and do the dishes. No, so different tasks that we have at home. Yeah, guys, in your houses, because every house has a different routine. In your house, what chores must you do every week at home? For example, in my case, clean up the kitchen, it's necessary. But do the laundry? No, because I only live with my wife. So we don't have so much clothes to wash every week. Probably once every 2 weeks. Yes, but every week, no. Take out the trash, of course, is necessary in my house, but hang up the clothes? No, because we don't wash the clothes every week. So sweep and mop, depending the job. Yes, sometimes we don't have time. Put away the groceries, it's necessary. Yeah, because we buy groceries on weekends. And do the dishes, it's mega necessary because I am super clean. I don't like to have my kitchen dirty. So for me, it's necessary to do the dishes every day. Every day, at the end of the day, wash the dish. What about you guys in your houses? What chores are mandatory, are an obligation at home?
In my case, I make the bed every day. Why every day make it the bed?
Mhm.
Do the laundry because we are three of us, and wash the dishes, fold the clothes,
Fold the
mm,
clothes. Good.
cooking.
Every
Mm,
day? Do you cook every day?
yes, every day.
Mhm.
Every day.
Okay.
Um, mop and sweep the floor,
Mhm.
do the dishes,
Okay, okay.
clean the bathroom, but only on weekends.
Only on weekends, okay. Okay, Lau, thank you
And
so much.
yes,
Very good.
you're
Excellent.
welcome.
Great. What about Jennifer, Camilo, Nicolas? Any chores mandatory at home?
Well, in my case, I do all the chores in my house because I live alone
Mm,
and I need to to do everything every week. For
but what
example,
are yes, tell me, for example,
I
yes.
do I do the laundry every Friday in the morning. I sweep and mop the house in the weekends. Um, I clean up the kitchen is mandatory every day. And obviously cook the breakfast, the dinner. Um, I don't know, it's a lot of task
A lot
every
of tasks. Okay, Nicolas, thank you so much. The preposition when we use weekends, it's on weekends, ready? On weekends, right?
day. Thank you.
Okay, very good. Well, very good. So in that case, well, you got a lot of vocabulary related to the house responsibilities, not like the ones that we have here, plus the ones that you have mentioned, now cooking, folding the clothes, all of them, right? Well, in this case, I had another question, but I think, for example, in the case of Nicholas, it doesn't apply because it says if you don't want to do one of the tasks, who would you ask? but Nicholas lives alone. So in that case, it doesn't apply for him. He doesn't have anybody to help, right? In my case, I would ask my wife, she's the person who's with me every day. So in my case, if I don't want to, for example, sweep, I ask him to do it. Or I trade. You know what is the meaning of trade? You know what
Like
it
similar to a change
Yes,
or
exactly. Similar to a change. So, for example, I say, well, I don't want to mop the floor, but if you mop the floor, I wash the clothes, for example. No? So we try to do this kind of business, no? So it's another possibility. Well, very good. So in this case, my dear people, we have the vocabulary of the phrasal verbs, which we know the phrasal verbs are verbs created by two different parts. The part that is the verb, and then the preposition. For example, clean up, take out, take out, hang up, hang up. So two different parts. Other verbs are just one verb, like for example, do the laundry, make the bed, fold the clothes, right? But all of them are related to the house responsibilities. But in this case, yes, a part of doing this kind of vocabulary, there is one thing else that we have to talk about, and are the favors. Yes, because when I don't want to do something, I ask another person to do it for me. So in that case, we're going to have favors or requests. Requests are simply a solicitation that I do to another person, right? For example, I don't want to mop the floor because I don't like it. Yes. So I'm going to ask my wife like, hey, please, could you mop the floor today? That is a favor, of course, and it's also a request. Yeah, because it's something that I am requesting my wife to do for me. Could you mop the floor today? To do requests or favors, we're going to have one specific tool or one specific resource, but it's very valuable. And it's the modal verbs. Yes, in this case, the modal verbs are going to allow me to ask favors or requests in a polite way. Ready? So let's see how can we do it first. Chun, chun, chun. Bueno, esta parte it was a part of the phrasal verbs, the vocabulary. ¿Cierto? Aquí we have pick up, hang up, ta ta ta, all of them. But here we arrive to the part of the favors or request. I quedó mal escrito, but it's request. Yes. So in that case, when we create request, it's a question because it's a favor. So when I make the request, it's a question for the other person, asking if the other person can do something for me. Yes. So in that case, I'm going to have the modal verb at the beginning. Yes. Right after that, we have the the subject you, and then we're going to have the verb in infinitive, and that's it, and the complement if it's necessary. The expression please, it's possible to be located at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end. For example, one favor can be a. Can you turn off the lights? For example, can you turn off the lights, please? Yeah. So with please at the end. Okay. So can you turn off the lights, please? But if I want, I can also put please in the middle. Can you please turn off the lights? Can you please turn off the lights? Or I can start with the word please. Please, can you turn off the lights? So that's a possibility. I can also do it with, it's one possibility when it's kind of a casual relationship, but I can also do it with could. Like a more, sorry, this one is informal, like casual relationship. This one is a little bit more formal. A person that I don't know. Could you please turn off the lights? Or could you turn off the lights, please? Hmm? And the last one is would, which is going to be a little bit more formal. Would you please do this? Would you please turn off the lights? Would you please, say, pick up the mess? Would you please clean up the kitchen? Right? So in that case, guys, we're going to have the verb in infinitive. Claro, ese verbo, that verb can be a normal verb, like for example, make the bed, or a phrasal verb, pick up the toys, for example. Ready? So this case, it's going to be a favor. any of these three possibilities. Would you, could you, or can you? With the use of please at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end, depending on you, what you want, what you prefer, it's going to be fine. But sometimes I ask for permission. A permission is another request in which I am not asking the person to do something for me, but I am asking the permission to do something for myself, right? For example, sorry. For example, if I arrive to another house that is not my house, I am going to ask permission to use the soap, or I am going to ask permission to sit on the table, or I am going to ask permission to use the bathroom, right? So in that case, the question is with I because it's an action that I am going to do. But the modal verbs that we can use are may, or it's also possible to use can. So it can be can I or may I, and then the same. Verb infinitive, and then the complement, right? In this case, normally please is going to be located at the end. Can I do please? Yes. Or at the beginning. Like, please, can I use the bathroom? Yeah. But normally it's going to be more commonly, it's going to be located at the end of the sentence, right? May I don't know, may I use your bathroom, please? May, it's more formal. Can, it's more casual. So if I go to my friend's house, I use, hey, my friend, can I go to the bathroom? Can I use your bathroom? But if I go to my boss' house, I'm not going to say, hey, boss, can I? But, hey, boss, may I use your bathroom? Right? Which is more formal. Okay? But in both cases, favors and permissions are going to be requests. Ready? And in both cases are going to be questions that I ask with modal verbs before, behind. No? So with the modal verb in the first place. ¿Listo? So remember, it can be a normal verb or it can be a phrasal verb. Okay, so depending, could you please, if I say, for example, when I talk to my wife, I said, could you please mop the floor? Yes. Or, for example, if I am going to propose the trade, I said, honey, may I wash the clothes today? And could you please mop the floor? Yes. Or may I wash the dishes later? Yes, like asking a permission. Yes. So in that case, guys, this is the way that we're going to do it. It's always a question, but depending the intention and also depending the context, we're going to use one or the other modal verb. Okay. Questions about it? Difficulties on this part?
No, teacher, it's clear for me.
It's clear. It's
All clear.
all clear. Very good. Jennifer, good. Camilo, good. No problem.
Yes, teacher,
Okay,
it's clear.
teacher. It's
Okay.
practice.
Yes, it's a matter of practice. The other expression that I am going to have a part of this one with modal verbs is the expression would you mind? Would you mind? Anybody knows what is the meaning of would you mind?
¿Te importaría?
Te importaría. ¿Cierto?
Sí.
Te importaría.
Yes.
It's a favor, but it's more formal. So when I ask, would you mind? It's like, oye, te importaría, por favor, blah, 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 right? So in that case, the verb, it's going to be in ing, not in infinitive, but in ing. So would you mind plus the verb in ing plus the complement. Yes? Taking into account that please can be the same at the beginning. Please, would you mind ta ta ta? In the middle, would you mind please doing this? Or at the end, would you mind doing ta ta ta, please? Example, I go to my best friend's house. I say, hey, would you mind, I don't know, let's say hanging up my raincoat. What is the meaning of raincoat?
Capa,
Y es como impermeable, ¿cierto? Like a
permeable, sí.
raincoat, exacto. Como un, how do you say in Spanish? Sí, un impermeable, ¿no? So in that case, imagine that I arrived to my house, to my best friend's house, and it was raining. So I'm going to ask the man a favor to please hang up the raincoat so it can dry. Yeah, so I said, hey, would you mind hanging up? Because the verb it's in ing. If I want to do it with modal verb, it's okay. Could you please hang up my raincoat? But if I use would you mind, which is more formal, it's going to be would you mind and the verb in ing. Remember that when we have phrasal verbs, the part that I modify is only the verb, not the preposition. The preposition is not going to suffer any change. For example, if it's third person, I said, she picks up. The S is on the verb, not in the preposition. If it's, for example, past, okay, she picked up. The past is on the verb, not in the preposition. The preposition is not going to change at all. Everything that I'm going to modify, it's on the verb. If it's a phrasal verb. If it's a normal verb, well, of course, I'm going to change the verb. Now, for example, she makes the bed. Of course, in that case, I don't have a preposition, so I have to make the change on the verb. Okay? Listo, guys. So now we have seen the different possibilities, right? The different possibilities of a request. Yeah, permission, favors, would you mind? Now here you have some verbs: pick up, hang up, clean up, turn on, turn off, turn up, turn down, put on, throw away, take out, take on, pardon, take off, take out, let out, put away, y me faltó put on. Sorry. Guys, use one of these verbs to create a request regarding the objects that you can see on the pictures. So the magazines, the laptop, the bathroom, the cell phone, the lights, the light bulbs, the room or the mess, the shoes or the sneakers. Here we have what is the meaning of leftovers? Any idea? Leftovers?
No, teacher.
Now looks like topper or coca, something similar to
Like
say.
what, Nico? Sorry?
Some in Spanish can be como la coca del almuerzo, como
That
topper.
is the topper, ¿no? That's the topperware. Topper, por eso les conocimos como toppers, the topperware. Pero in the toppers that we have here, we have different toppers. We have the leftovers. Leave is the verb dejar, ¿cierto? Left es el pasado, ¿cierto? Entonces, ¿qué será leftover?
Soda.
Teacher, Irish and is sobras.
Sobras, muy bien, very good. Las leftovers son las sobras de la comida anterior, ¿cierto? De leftovers. Muy bien, very good. This was the leftovers, and we have also kids here, or children, the towel, yes, and the jacket. Okay, so guys, you're going to have 1 minute to think one request that you can make with one of these verbs and one of these objects over here. For example, I'm going to use the mess. What is the meaning of mess?
So,
Desorden, muy bien. So I want to say, for example, if I imagine that I live with my child, with my son, if he has the room like this, I'm going to say, hey, could you please, could you please pick up that mess? ¿Cierto? Would you please pick up that mess? Like, hey, it's moment to pick up. Here we have the word pick up and the picture mess, right? Because you have the other options, please create one question, one request using these verbs and also using the objects that we have in front, right? Take a minute, go ahead. Is that all right? Do you have one example here?
Teacher,
Yes.
uh, well, would you mind throw
Okay.
away leftovers?
Ok, very good. But recuerda que después de would you mind, el verbo debe ir en. ¿Cómo va a ir el verbo?
¿Pasado?
En gerundio. Entonces,
Ángel.
would you mind está muy bien. Would you mind
Sí, me faltó esa
throwing?
parte.
Exacto. Throwing away the leftovers. Muy bien, very good.
Ah, ok.
¿Cierto? El gerundio es el
Ay,
ing, el al final del verbo. Right? Entonces, would you
ok.
mind throwing away the leftovers? Muy bien, Jennifer. Thank you so much.
Thank you, teacher.
Ah, good, good, good. What else? Any other?
Could you please turn on the light? Mm, can you please hang up the jacket? What else? Will you mind putting away the shoes? Can
Exactly.
you mop the floor?
Okay.
Mm, can you turn on the
Perfect.
light? Um, will you please turn on the laptop?
Exactly. Listo, my dear. Very good. Excellent. Laura just got all of them, right? We have one more. Put on. You mentioned it, but I don't remember. Put on what? What can we put on?
Can you put on the jacket?
Can you put on your jacket, please?
Your
Okay,
jacket, please.
exactly. Or could you please put on your shoes? That's another possibility, right? Listo,
Mhm.
muy bien. Very good. So, in general terms,
But
yeah, dime.
no, I don't know about the kid.
Ah, the kid. The kid is here. Anybody knows what is the verb that we're going to use with the kids or with the dogs or with the pets?
Let out?
Which one, Lau?
Let out?
Let out. Very good. Because it's give the permission to go out. Imagine that the kid is
Mm,
telling you, "Hey, mommy, can I go to the park with my friends?" So you said, "Okay, I'm going to let you out." ¿Cierto?
mhm.
I'm going to let you out. That's to dejar salir. That's it, right?
Let out the kid,
Exactly.
please. Okay.
Listo, very good. So, in general terms, the idea of making requests, it's very simple, but of course, it's not limited to these verbs. I can make requests with any kind of verbs over here, right? For example, we have other different requests. Imagine that you are at work, you need more time. What can you ask your boss? Hey, boss, could you please, well, if it's a friendly relationship. If not, probably I'm going to say, boss, would you mind or would you please give me, no say, one day more, for example, for the report? So would you please give me one day more? Yes. Or I don't know. Imagine that you need to use the same place, the boss office, no? And you want to use the disinfectant gel. So, boss, may I, because this is something that you want to do, so it's just asking the permission, may I use your gel or your antibacterial gel? Hmm? Or the person is sick and is on the bus and is not wearing a face mask. Okay, so could you please use a face mask? Guys, what happened when I'm going to ask a person not to do something? I am going to use just the not and then the verb in infinity. For example, I don't want the other people to stand or to invade my personal space or my personal area. I'm going to say, could you please, or would you mind, or would you not stay so close to me, for example, so close to me? Yes, or would you please not invade my personal space? Or would you please respect my personal space? But all of them questions. Ready? So it's not only limited to the verbs of the house chores or to the phrasal verbs, but it can be related to any different kinds of request. Ready? So over here, we have a lady who has kind of a mess. Yes, she's having troubles there cleaning her room. So Please think on one, two, or three requests that you could possibly ask her. Imagine that she's your daughter, no? So she's your child. So you can have a friendly, casual context with her because it's your child. It's not necessary to be so formal, right? So think on a couple of requests that you can make to her. What do you think?
For example, could you please hang up your clean clothes or your clothes?
Yeah, because we don't know if this is clean or dirty, no? We don't
Yeah,
know. So, muy bien. Could you please hang up
your clothes.
your clothes? Exactly.
Can you please put away the books?
There is a big mess. Like here, there is a. Muy bien. Can you please put away your books? It means put them in the corresponding place because I don't think that that is the corresponding place. There is not where they belong. So put them in the corresponding place. Muy bien, Lau. And
Clean up the desk. Can you please clean up the desk?
can you please clean up the desk? Because in the desk we have books, the laptop, we have other books here, we have a bottle, we
Water,
have shoes,
bottle.
we have a lot of things. Muy bien, Laura. Excellent. What about Nico, Jennifer? What do you think?
Maybe could you please put on your shoes?
Oh, she's barefooted, no? So she's barefooted. It means like descalza. So she's barefooted. So could you please put on your shoes? No, here she has one cap, one pair of shoes. Also, she has some sneakers here. Good. Muy bien, Nico. That's another possibility. Hmm? Anything else that it's not necessary with the phrasal verbs? Any other that you can ask her, not necessarily with the phrasal verbs?
Would you mind throwing away the trash?
Okay, would you mind throwing away the trash? She has trash all over the place, no? Very good. But what about the bed? Is there any request that you would like to ask her about the bed?
Will you please make a bed?
Very good.
Make the bed.
Would you please make your bed? No? So make
Make
your
your
bed.
bed.
Exactly. Very good. Yes. So in that case, guys, making a request, it's very simple. It's just creating a question with the possibility or the ability to do it. It means with can, could, or would, yeah, as far as it's a favor. Or can I or may I as far as it's a permission. Imagine that this is your adolescent child, adolescent daughter. So probably she's going to be all closed up in her room. So first you have to ask permission to enter, no? What is the most common permission to enter? A, may I come in? Yes, it's another request, also with phrasal verb. What is the meaning of come in? What do you think come in?
Entrar.
Entrar. So the first thing is, hey, I'm sorry to bother you, but can I come in or may I come in? It's a permission, no? Like, is it okay if I do that or not? Right? Very good. Muy bien. So in that case, my dear people, we have seen a lot of different vocabulary and also the questions around the request. Ready? So right away, I'm going to ask you something so easy. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Uh, Here. Okay, guys, if you can, I hope that you can please log in into this Kahoot activity. Ready? It's going to be about phrasal verbs and requests. So please go to kahoot.it and
Teacher,
put, yes, tell me.
um, pues I have a question.
Yes, claro, of course.
Em, Siempre que decimos would you mind es con el ing.
Siempre que
Siempre.
usamos would you mind, hay dos would you mind. En este caso solo hemos visto uno que es would you, perdóname, would you mind, que es te importaría. Es una acción, una favor real, ¿sí? O sea, algo que sí va a pasar. Entonces, would you mind plus verb in ing. Más adelante en el siguiente nivel vamos a ver un favor irreal, algo que voy a preguntar a la persona si le molestaría, pero realmente no lo voy a hacer. En ese caso es would you mind if. Ahí incluyo if y después del if el verbo iría en pasado. Lo coloco aquí como ed, pero pues es verbo en pasado. Ejemplo, ¿a qué se refiere ese would you mind if? Es un request que es como, oye, ¿te molestaría si algún día te pido prestado dinero? Realmente no lo voy a hacer, pero es un favor irreal. Cambio, este que tengo acá, solo would you mind, sí voy o sea, es un favor de verdad, como que te estoy pidiendo como, ¿te molestaría hacer esto ya en este momento? En este caso, usas el ing. ¿Listo? Vamos a ver más adelante también que hay unos verbos después de los cuales siempre uso gerundio. Por ejemplo, enjoy. What is the meaning of enjoy? ¿Qué significa enjoy?
Disfrutar.
Disfrutar. Yo digo, por ejemplo, I enjoy. ¿Cuál crees que sea la opción? I enjoy to walk o I enjoy walking in the park.
Walking in the park.
Exactly, porque después de enjoy, si voy a usar un verbo, tiene que ir en ing. Y después de mind pasa exactamente lo mismo. Si voy a usar un verbo después de mind, ese verbo siempre va a ir en gerundio. Entonces, that's why, for example, tengo otra expresión que es I don't mind. I don't mind es como no me molesta. Yes, I don't mind. Como es mind la última parte de la expresión, el verbo que viene después también va a ir en ing. Ejemplo, I don't mind working at night. No me molesta. I don't mind working at night. ¿Listo? Entonces, siempre y cuando después de mind venga un verbo, va a ir en ing. Aquí no, porque es que yo viene después es de if, que es como de segundo condicional. Entonces ahí no se cumple esa regla. Pero si el verbo viene directamente después de mind, siempre va a ir en ing. ¿Listo, Cami?
Teacher,
Yes.
eh, yo también tengo una pregunta.
Out of course.
Entonces, cuando uno pide un favor, es que me fui un segundo y no entendí. Cuando
Vale.
pedimos un favor, usamos el phrasal verb con ing.
Solo con would you mind, Jen. ¿Listo? Solo con
Ah,
would you
solo
mind.
con will you mind.
Con los demás
Listo, o sea, para
modales,
can y
no, el verbo
could,
va
no.
normal, en infinitivo.
Ah, ok, perfecto.
¿Listo?
Listo,
Recuerden
teacher.
que
Eso,
una
necesitaba
regla.
hacer eso para que me vaya bien en el cajón. Ah, no, mentira.
Pero sí, porque hace parte de eso. Porque una de las reglas de los modales, o sea, de can, could, would, should, de todos esos modales, es que el verbo nunca va a cambiar, siempre va a ir en infinitivo. Entonces, no importa cuál sea el sujeto, siempre y cuando, si la pregunta es con modal, así como vimos acá, si la pregunta es con modales, sí o sí, el verbo va a ir en infinitivo, o sea, en su forma base, sin ing. ¿Listo? No importa que sea phrasal verb, no
Ok,
importa que sea otro verbo.
ok,
¿Listo?
thank you.
No, muy bien, very good. Bueno, entonces, ahora sí, let's go. So, this is the code. So you have to enter to kahoot.it and then you have to put the pin of the game. Ready? Conéctense desde el celu, desde otro dispositivo que no sea este en el que están viendo la llamada. O sea, si están en el computador, pues se conectan desde el celu al jueguito. Porque si se conectan desde el mismo, no van a poder ver las preguntas, ¿no? Eso tiene que ser desde un dispositivo diferente. So my dear Jennifer is there. Camilo is there. Nicholas is there.
Profe, me está preguntando, es que la edad y todo eso, ¿sí?
No, ¿cómo así?
No.
No, no.
Ay, ¿me puedes enviar el link ahí, por sí?
Claro, of course, espérame. En el chat.
Ya, fin de juego.
¿Sí?
Ya, got it.
Listo. Ah, sí, ya está. Bien. Oh, se me fueron unos. Se me fue Camilo. Nicolás está ahí. Luisa is there. Laura, listo. Cami, ¿estás? ¿Puedes ingresar? Listo, excelente. Let's go. Bueno,
Teacher, falta. Oh, ya.
creo que ya. Oh my God, I'm sorry. Bueno, let's go. So, first, select the best option. From the four options, select the best option. Please put on the jacket, it's really cold. Or please take off the jacket, it's really cold. Or please take out the jacket, it's really cold. Or finally, please put away the jacket, it's really cold. I my God, difficult. Ok, muy bien, very good. Put on the jacket because we know that put on es ponerse la chaqueta, ¿cierto? Muy bien, very good. Ready, so next one. Mhm. Again, select the best option. Please take off the trash, it's smelly. Please take on the trash because it's smelly. Smelly, it's like apestoso, right? Please pick up the trash because it's smelly. And finally, please take out the trash because it's smelly. Muy bien, very good. Take out the trash, ¿no? Take off es quitarse, no cuenta. Take on doesn't exist. Yes. And pick up es recoger, pero no, lo que queremos es que la saque, ¿cierto? Because it's smelly. Muy bien. Very good. Okay. Please pick on your toys. Please pick out your toys. Please pick up your toys. And please pick away your toys. That one is easy. Excellent. Very good. So pick up. It means recoger. Muy bien. Bueno, a ver, how are you doing? Okay, Lisa, very good. Excellent. Jennifer, also good. Muy bien. Let's check it out. Okay, my brother must hang up the clothes. My brother must pick up the clothes. My brother must take off the clothes. And my brother must clean up the clothes. Hmm, what was the real thing? Muy bien, very good. Hang up, no? It means hang up after washing the clothes. He has to or he must hang up the clothes. Good. Okay, muy bien, very good, Lisa. Excellent. She's on a streak. Okay, now, what is the action? What is the action on the image? Pick up the shoes, take off the shoes, put on the shoes, put away the shoes. Easy peasy. Excelente. Pick up, perdón, take off the shoes, ¿no? Put on the shoes, no, because she's removing the shoes. Put on sería ponérselos, but in the image, the woman is removing the shoes of the feet. So she's taking off the shoes. Muy bien. Very good. Okay, Laura recovered a lot. Good. Okay. What do you normally do after sweeping? What do you normally do after sweeping? Make dinner, make the bed, mop, do the dishes. What do you normally do after sweeping the floor? Muy bien, very good, of course. Normalmente después de barrer se trapea el piso. So, sweeping and mopping, that's why they are like a duo, no? Because you usually sweep and then after that you mop the floor, right? Okay, and we gotta go to the last one, I think so. There, I think that we have one more. Yes, that the last one. What do you have to do if some food goes bad? Like in the picture, the apple went bad. So, what do you have to do if some food goes bad? Put it away, take it off, clean it up, or throw it away? Oh my God, take it off. No, because take it off is remember that it's with the clothes, no? But in that case, if the food goes bad, si la comida se pone malita, so you have to throw it away, ¿cierto? Tirarla. Like for example, the example of please throw away the leftovers. Remember that I think Jennifer or Luisa made the example. It was like, or Laura, sorry. So please, or could you please throw away the leftovers? Yeah, because it smells bad, so it's time to throw it away. So very good. Bueno, so let's see how was the end. How was the podium? Number three, Camilo. Very good, Camilo. Excellent. Number two, Nicholas. Oh my God. So Laura, I think that Laura was the winner. Laura, very good. Laura, yes, you're the champion today, right? Excellent. Also, Luisa and Jennifer did an excellent job. Muy bien. Very good. So, my dear people, in this case, well, the vocabulary is very extensive. Yes, it's really extensive in this case. And well, the idea is that we can do it or that we can use it related to the pausures and also to the requests and to the favors, right? The peak activity, this not the P, the play activity of the week number 4 is a picture. And in that picture, the idea is that you can create in an audio some kind of request. It's actually similar to what we did in this activity, no? So we saw a picture, or we can watch a picture with a lot of mess. So the idea is that according to the picture, you can record an audio in which you make some request. Could you please ta ta ta? Can you please blah blah blah? Would you mind doing this? Would you mind doing that according to the picture? Ready? It's actually kind of simple. So it's going to be very easy for you. It's the play of the week number 4. ¿Vale? People, questions, difficulties, problems, anything?
No, teacher is clear.
Is it clear? Yes.
Okay, teacher.
Bueno, very good. Luisa, tú que llegaste un poquito tarde, good, questions, problems.
No, profe, sin preguntas.
Listo, excelente, very good. De todas maneras, igual la clase queda grabada por si quieren revisar la primera parte de nuevo, la parte de los requests. Esto que es como la parte de pronto un poquito, podría ser un poquito más compleja, aunque realmente es sencilla. Listo, my dear people. Entonces, for today, thank you for the attention. Thank you for the participation on the Kahoot on with examples. And see you the next week. The classes are going to be active for the week next week. It's only one class. And I think it's on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Ready? Pregunta, guys. ¿A ustedes les conviene más a las 8, a las 7, a las 6 para tenerlo en cuenta, more or less?
After 7 o'clock for me.
After
7
7
p.m.
After 7. Listo. Los demás, Jennifer siempre llega normal. Lu,
6 or 7 is okay for me.
which one? Sorry, 6? 6 or 7?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Listo. And Lu,
7 or 8.
7 or 8. Camilo,
7, teacher, 7.
bueno,
Sí.
creo que
Teacher,
7 is
maybe
fine.
7 or 8.
Listo, perfecto. Se lo va a tener en cuenta para entonces programarles clase tipo 7, 8, no problem. Dar de que no queden a las 6, ¿listo? Para tenerlo muy en cuenta. Bueno, entonces el otro martes, I think it's the class at 8 p.m. Se las activo ahorita en un ratito para que la puedan programar, ¿listo? Igual en este caso no hay problema de que se vayan a quedar sin cupo porque pues somos poquitos, entonces no hay problema, ¿right? People, thank you for everything. See you the next week and have a wonderful weekend, okay? Sleep tight, enjoy the rest of your Friday, and have a wonderful night.
Thank you,
Well,
teacher.
teacher.
Teacher,
Okay.
bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
teacher,
Bye,
for
see you later.
Bye, guys. See you later.